Kababayan Pride, and today is no different because I'm so honored to introduce you to a Kababayan entrepreneur who's really making waves, doing the rounds in mainstream TV shows. She started with a food truck that's very, very popular. In fact, Maureen, our associate producer, her favorite food truck.
That's an honor.
I'm talking about Buttermilk food truck, and it has spun off to pancake mix. Gigi Pascual. Hello and welcome to Kababayan.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
So Buttermilk truck first, okay? Yes. When did you start? How long has it been since? And what kind of food truck is it?
So we started 2009. That's almost 4 years ago already. I can't believe it.
Only 4 years.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, we're a breakfast-based food truck. So we make all our food from scratch. And the red velvet has been our most popular item from the beginning.
Red velvet pancake. Yeah, okay.
So now we made a mix out of it. You can make it at home, and we put it also in some restaurants and some brunch menus. So we're just trying to expand this mix itself.
This is what I love. I love entrepreneurs because it takes a different kind of boldness and courage to get into business, because it's so easy to just apply for a job and get a salary, a paycheck every month. But when you're a business person, it's just, did you go to school for this?
Yes. But everything that you do is a risk. Every product you put out, every business venture you do is a risk. So
what was the biggest risk in starting Buttermilk?
I think it's just when you start any business, it's just creating your brand, and also just having that brand being able to sustain Los Angeles, where everything is in and out, and there's so many great food trucks and so many great restaurants in LA. So to make yourself stick out is pretty important.
I see long lines though. We saw pictures earlier, and so it's safe to say that you're a favorite food truck, not just with Maureen, but also among locals here in Los Angeles. So what made you decide to branch out and do the pancake mix? It's also another risk, right?
Yes,
because it's investment when you're comfortable with another business, and then it spins off into something else.
It just seemed natural. It's our most popular item, and we were getting requests to have our pancake mix on the East Coast and even in the Midwest. So we felt that being able to put it in stores and being able to ship it to people, they can make it at home, make their own brunch experience at home.
Okay, so you have a degree in business from LMU.
Yeah.
And then did you also go to school for cooking?
I went to culinary school in New York at the French Culinary Institute just for pastries.
Okay.
So my background is just in pastries.
Okay, and so you're one of those who are able to combine hobby. I would assume that you went to school for pastry because you love to bake, you love to make sweet stuff.
Correct, yeah. And I love developing recipes, and so this is one recipe that I made from the very beginning and just totally was so popular on the truck.
Right. So how many hours did you spend in the kitchen to develop something like that?
Not even just hours. It took, several tests to make sure that the recipe was right, but I would say months.
And how did you know that you've arrived at the perfect recipe?
It's definitely taste is important, texture, the way it looks, the fact that it's just beautiful and fluffy and moist. I think that made a huge difference in taste.
And we're lucky because she is going to share her secret with us today. I can smell the secret here in the studio on how to make moist, fluffy, and what's the last?
Delicious
and beautiful pancake, red velvet pancake.
Yes,
okay,
so
what do we need?
Anybody can make this at home. So we have our mix here. We're going to measure out 1 cup.
Okay. Where can we get the pancake mix?
The pancake mix you can purchase online through our website, www.buttermilktruck.com.
Okay.
So we're going to measure out 1 cup here. You can also get it at all Bristol Farm locations, and they have 12 locations in Southern California and Northern California.
Wonderful.
Also, we are launching at Sur La Table nationwide. So that actually
gourmet. So
yes, it's a gourmet store. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So this is the mix.
Yes. So we have 1 cup mix.
It smells delicious. Can we eat that?
Oh, you can taste it if you like. And we're going to crack 1 egg into it.
1 cup, 1 egg. Okay.
1 cup, 1 egg. So all ingredients are just going to go in. We have our tablespoon of oil, vegetable oil.
Oil. We need oil with a mix? What does that do?
Just helps it, it gives it more consistency. And helps it to.
And this is the thing that's been making the studio smell heavenly. It's vinegar. I never thought that you could use vinegar with a pancake mix.
Yeah, it's a very small amount. It's a half teaspoon. Some people are scared to use it, but I definitely recommend it.
Any kind of vinegar?
I like cider vinegar.
Cider vinegar. So it's not as sour.
Yes, exactly. And it's a very small amount, but when it reacts with the cocoa powder and the baking soda, it creates bubbles. So you have a nice fluffy pancake from that.
All right.
And then we also have our buttermilk. You can use milk as well if you don't have buttermilk at home.
Okay.
That's just a quarter cup.
Buttermilk. Okay, and then just mix it.
And just mix it.
All right.
It's going to be a little thick at first, but just whisk out all the lumps.
Okay.
And it just makes a great thick batter.
And I wish we had a frying pan right here because this is just making me hungry.
And that's just gorgeous.
Yeah, and it looks so red.
Yeah,
obviously,
it's
red velvet.
Yes, red is important in this.
What is in a red velvet? What makes it red?
We use red food coloring for this.
Okay.
You can use natural. Some people use beets, but I feel like that affects the flavor a little bit.
Okay.
So we just use a little bit of red color.
Okay. And this you fry. Any special technique when frying pancakes? No? Butter?
I would use a non-stick pan, just a little bit of spray, just to kind of coat the pan. When you see the edges come up and you see a little bit of bubbles, then you can flip it.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Okay, you can make this at home.
Yes.
If you want more information, that's the website on the screen. And of course, on the website, can we see your schedule as well for Buttermilk?
Yes, yeah, our full weekly schedule we put up on Mondays for the whole week.
All right,
so it's on there.
We'll see you on the streets then.
Yes,
thank you. More
Thanks
power
for
to you.
me.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
All right, more Kababayans to meet when we return on the show. Don't go away.